Me personally, I would like to see a very forward-thinking midfield. I know it's probably not going to happen, but a very forward-thinking midfield. So, like, for example, either a Zubimendi or a Declan Rice just sitting at the base, and then an Eze or an Erdegaard, or a Wanyeri and an Erdegaard, or an Eze and a Wanyeri. Arsenal are back in the Champions League, people. Yeah, Champions League football is back. And I don't know about you, but it's what I've been waiting for. Yeah, a bit of breath of fresh air, because I won't lie, all of this Premier League, Carabao Cup, Premier League, FA Cup, yeah, it was becoming a bit boring, man. I needed a bit of the champions, dude. You know the vibe, it's just different, innit? I need to face people that are abroad so I can experience a bit of different football. We know usually Champions League, European football is more open, more expressive. Like, teams attack. They don't play to your strengths, they play to their own, which means games are naturally more open. Saying that, we are facing Inter Milan in it, and they are a team that they're known for that rock solid defense. Like, they're like us. They're known for rock solid defense, yeah. And do you know what? Before I get into the statement that I wanted to talk about first, yeah. Look, people, it's a new channel. If you haven't, do it now. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because you know what? We support people over here, right? You know what I'm saying? So, look, I think this is funny, yeah? So this is from a quote from Chivu, yeah? Their manager, yeah? Christian. Big up all the people that watched him. Arsenal score many goals from set pieces, but they should also be worried because we score many too. You want to go to war with me over set pieces? You want to go to war with me? Let's do the set piece war, yeah? Because everybody knows about us. Connor. Hey, Connor. That's what we're on. Connor. I won't lie, they are good at set pieces. They're actually, do you know what? Inter Milan are actually very similar to Arsenal in the sense that the things that you expect from Arsenal are also the things that you expect from Inter Milan, which is why when we faced them last season, the game went the way that it did. Yeah, it was two teams that, let's be real, it was very difficult to get anything done from open play. Yeah, and obviously they got that stupid penalty scored by Hakan Cow Sutton. Cow Sutton. We'll just call him Cow Sutton minute, yeah. And that was it. 1-0, that was it. And I don't know, it just felt kind of flat. It was like, oh, okay. And I'm hoping that the game tonight is not like that. You know, look, I know both teams don't concede a lot. I've only conceded 1 in the Champions League. I think Inter Milan have only conceded 3-4 goals max. So there was a point where us and Inter Milan, I think, were the only teams that hadn't conceded a goal. And that just shows you how similar both the teams are. And I'm just hoping that this game isn't a game that, you know, it kind of hinges on a set piece, hinges on a corner, hinges on a free kick, hinges on a penalty. Do you know what I'm saying? I would like to see some open play goals. I would say from both teams, but I'd rather us keep a clean sheet. But hey, if them scoring an open play goal makes us come out of our shell, then so be it. So be it. But they've got a mountain to climb because we've only conceded 1 goal. They've got a mountain to climb. They really do. It's a steep mountain to climb. But hey, they are at their own ground. So to a degree, I guess you marginally would favour them. Marginally, like maybe 49.5% Arsenal to win, 50.5% Inter Milan to win. Do you know what? It might even be even more marginal than that. It might be 49.9% Arsenal to win and then 50.1% Inter Milan to win. It's going to be a very tight game. Just because of how both teams set up. It's going to be a very tight game. But I would like to believe our midfield is where we can kind of win the game. Like because it all depends on how we set up, right? Now, me personally, I would like to see a very forward-thinking midfield. I know it's probably not going to happen, but a very forward-thinking midfield. So, like, for example, either a Zubimendi or a Declan Rice just sitting at the base, and then an Eze or an Erdegaard, or a Wanyeri and an Erdegaard, or an Eze and a Wanyeri. Just a midfield that kind of like, you've got that guy that's going to sit in front of the defense. With Zubimendi, obviously, he's more tidy passing the ball. And then obviously with Declan Rice, he's more driving with the ball, which could be a bit more risky if you are sitting. But we all know Declan Rice, he's a workhorse, he's got that engine. So he's probably one of the few players in world football that if he does vacate the six to push forward, he can make it back. And then obviously you got the way that our defense kind of operates, like we would move to a back three, one of the full backs would invert, and then there's just that extra bit of cover, right? Obviously our wingers always track back anyway, so there'll be very rare occasions where Arsenal are kind of caught out on transition, especially by Inter Milan. I'll be real, like Inter Milan is probably one of the few teams that, as great as they are, I'm not really worried about transition from them. Do you get me? They're not really that scary on transition. The forward-thinking midfield, because I would like Mikel Arteta to give some of the, I guess you could say, midfielders on the fringe of things at the moment a chance to go out, play a full game of football, and kind of, I guess, show their value again. And B, because I expect Inter Milan to set up more defensively than most teams, let us attack. We don't need to be on the back foot. Let's just go out there and well, I say try win the game. Obviously, we're always going to try win a game, but like, just be on the front foot. Like, put them under pressure. Do you know what I mean? Like, completely, like, ignore the fact that it's like at the San Siro, so it's their ground. Like, obviously show them respect, but not too much respect. Do you know what I mean? Like, if for example, not to say that Inter Milan's any better than Barcelona or Barcelona's any better than Inter Milan, just to the difference in it in the teams. Like, if you went to the new camp and tried to play on the front foot and, do you get me, do that thing where we like to squeeze you into your first third of the pitch, then when Barcelona transition, oh my days, it's scary, bro. Inter Milan, not so much. Like, obviously they got Dumfries, who he can travel. They got DeMarco, he can travel. You know, they got Lautaro, who a lot of people don't like him, but I think he's a very good striker. So they have got people that can cause you a bit of damage, but a lot of their team is very aging. Do you know what I mean? A lot of age in that team. A lot of experience, a lot of know-how, you know. Experienced a lot of different things in football. They've got the knowledge. Okay, cool. But when it comes to the physicality side of the game, the energy side of the game, all of that, our squad's a lot younger. So obviously on transition, yeah, they run, but there's no, outside of Dumfries, who's really like a super speedster. Not really anybody. So look, let's go there. Let's be threatening. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's threaten them. Yeah, in a good way, you know. And by no means am I saying violence. I'm not saying that, but let's threaten. Let's make them think twice about doing certain things in the game, and let's get revenge. Let's get actual revenge. Yeah, because the revenge is very necessary, because we did lose to them last time we faced them, and let's go right some of them wrongs. At least that is my perspective on today, people. Well, tonight. Outside of that, I'll be so honest with you, people. I haven't really thought too much about a lineup, because I kind of expect everything just to be kind of the same, you know. I expect to see Raya in goal. I expect to see. Do you know what? I actually, depending on other players, I actually expect to see the same back four that we saw against Nottingham Forest. I expect Ben White to be right back. I expect Timber to be left back. I expect Gabriel and Saliba to be our centre backs. I just expect that. You know, obviously the midfield, I've already spoke about what I want to see. And then when it comes to the front line, it's like, okay, maybe this is a game where you could go, let's give Havertz a start. He's coming back from injury, but it will probably be, it will probably be Gyökeres that starts. It's probably because Martinelli and Madueke started against Nottingham Forest. It's probably going to be Saka and Trossard. But then I would maybe like to see maybe Saka on the right and Jesus on the left. And then one of Gyökeres or Havertz up top. Something a bit different, but we're not going to see it. We know we're not going to see it. If we do, perfect, but I highly doubt it. When it comes to a prediction, I can't lie, people. Something's telling me, something's telling me 1-1. Something's telling me 1-1. I don't know what it is. I just have it 1-1. I just have it in my head 1-1. I don't know why. It's just 1-1, 1-1. I would like to win though. I would like to win. So look, I'm gonna be conservative. Yeah, even though everything's telling me 1-1, I'm gonna go with the 1-0 Arsenal. Yeah. But people, let me know what you think in the comments below. What would you like to see? All of that stuff. Don't forget, like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you next time.